Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's All Play on the Server. I am preparing to empower something here. Some of you may notice down in my inventory that I have a drill. I did go ahead and get myself a drill constructed. I've got a few augments, and I am working on getting the Fortune upgrade, I believe, which requires an empowered diamantine crystal block. Not terribly rough to get. We need to drop a block of diamond in front of the atomic reconstructor over here, and a block of clay, 2 pieces of clay, and some light blue dye, and one of those empowered diamond blocks here gives us the diamantine crystal block that we need. And in the last episode, Fluid Transposer is the name of the block I was looking for. That's, I believe, these gargantuan drums that we got from all of those lucky blocks will fit in there pretty good. But anyway, back to getting the stuff for our drill. And it's actually been a while since I've used a drill, so I don't remember exactly how many spots it has in here. So let's see. 5. Okay, so I can make one more. Let's go ahead and see if you will charge in here. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. Oh, sure you will. Oh, that's neat. I never noticed this before. This actually does tell me kind of what's going on. So that's cool. Did you finish? Yeah, you did. Are these all? Yeah, those all hold 250. Those are just different colored. Yeah, we can get different colored drills. Cyan dye. Maybe we'll go with. I've never colored a drill before, so let's see what kind of dyes we have available. Cyan dye, that is the color I would prefer to have. I like cyan. Let's see here. Oh, sure. That's nice. Alright, so we have ourselves a fancy little drill. Let's see. I can't decide if I'd rather have the drill silk touch. We may end up making both of these, I think. Let's see here. What is that? Ender casing. So you're going to need another empowered diamantine crystal. Well, let's get ourselves a diamond block. We've got a little bit of the stuff that we can make. We have a fair amount of resources, but stuff like these higher tiered upgrades, you can see we're still hurting a little bit. What is that? Block of black quartz. We have plenty of that stuff. So let's get some more clay and some light blue dye. We'll just need a couple. Did I pick one more up? No? Get them one at a time. Okay. So, oh, I had some clay down there. All right, excellent. So we'll just need one of you. And it's a shift right click. We'll take one item at a time out of here. We'll need some light blue dye. I tend to make the light blue dye as I need it. It's just going to be lapis and bone meal. Because basically, I've got this thing set up to auto-craft our terracotta as it comes in, which really I don't actually need this anymore. Let's take care of this real quick. I doubt we're going to be making any more of that light blue terracotta, and we've got a few extra pieces just in case. And by a few extra, I mean I've got a few stacks of it. And it's not like we are getting rid of this stuff. We're just kind of putting it up for now. Recycle some of this stuff. But I plan on over there in the Extreme Hills biome, where I've mined out that giant room. That is where I plan on having a storage slash processing facility for all of our nifty resources and things. And I put all the light blue dye up. So I'm trying to get used to working without this network storage controller, or the simple storage controller, because I'm hoping that will encourage me to hurry up and get the wireless remote going for the ME system, which I think may just do the trick. And we got plenty of the light blue dye in there now. Because I think that empowering these is going to be a regular thing. Oh, and you know, I forgot to... that's why that put the... You can't actually set that in there. It places it on top, by the way. But I forgot to run that through the atomic reconstructor first. There we go. So now that should power up. How are you guys doing on power? You're not even losing any power. Great. Oh, that was interesting. I might have to experiment with that later. Let me take that item out of there. I wonder if that would have, I wonder if I can do some stuff there. That might be a bug. Right. And I just go ahead and do a whole block of diamond, because it takes the same amount of power. So there's no reason to do the individual. It's the same exact recipe as well. Let's see, I needed to make one of you. We should be able to make you no problem. Yeah. There we go. That's right. There's the ender casing. And we're going to need to empower some Restonia crystals, which if you look, I think it's going to be the same. I don't know if we can do this in block form or not. Nether brick, some kind of red dye, regular brick, redstone. Okay. I think we've got the stuff to do that. Let's see here. Yeah, we may as well just do the Restonia crystal block here. So we'll get a block of redstone. Let's start there. Ooh. Seriously? There we go. Block of redstone. So let's start there. No matter how complicated the crafting chain is, you always have to start with the first step. You know, sometimes there have been times where I've got to write this stuff down, you know, to help keep myself straight. So, you know, if you guys have to do that, don't feel bad. You are not the only one. So let's see, Restonia. We're going to want to empower you. We need some, let's get some rose red if we have it. And we needed some bricks. Oh, good. We do have another brick. I thought I'd crafted some for something else. Early in the game, early on, I try to craft a little bit more than I need, so that when I get here to the what I would call the midpoint, the mid game, I don't have to spend as much time crafting the little stuff. Let's see, I've already forgotten what the last item was. This happens to me a lot. Oh. Dang it, come on now. There we go. Let's see, we're trying to make one of you. And I need redstone. That's what I forgot. So that should be what we need to empower stuff, or empower the Redstonia crystal block here. I don't know that it matters. It doesn't. It doesn't seem to matter where the stuff goes as long as it's in there. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. You can see those particle effects. Once you start seeing those bigger particle effects, it usually means the operation's not too far away. I could be wrong about that. I do wish there was some kind of a progress bar. That would be like super nice. I think that should give us the rest of what we need here. Sweet. All right, so got my drill now, and we can just pop all these upgrades in. Now remember, if you want drill speed augment 2, you have to have drill speed augment 1, and there is a drill speed augment 3, as you can see, but I don't have room to put all 3 of those speed upgrades in, and put the mining augment in, and put both of these fortunes in. And I think you also have to have both of the fortunes in. I could be wrong about that, but generally speaking, you have to have the previous tier in. I wonder what these are from. Those are from Industrial Craft. Those might be fun to look at later too. Let's head over to our mining base, or our Extreme Hills area, for just a minute. I do, part of the reason I wanted to do this is I want to get a area dug out for doing a resource miner from Tech Reborn. I'm thinking right over there where you see that emerald is where we're going to start here. That is pretty quick. That is really quick. So I'm thinking, how close to the center am I for this? That's actually pretty close. I think that might be a good start for the resource miner. Oh, little undermite. Silverfish, excuse me. And just, I wanted to compare that. That is the hammer. Here's the drill. That is much faster. Not even by a little bit. Now, the thing I do like about the hammer is it would not have destroyed the silverfish. Like, it would have just left them there. Which can be kind of handy. Want to make sure we have plenty of room for the resource miner. I actually haven't made a resource miner. I was going to in a previous playthrough that I had done, but one of the other guys had beaten me to it, so I didn't actually make it. I think it needs to be able to see the bedrock here. I could be wrong about that as well, but I think that's the case. May as well collect all the redstone while we're here, right? Oh. Hammer's a little more powerful, I think. This drill is pretty fast, though, so I'm really digging on that. Now if I hold shift down, I think I can get, yes. If you hold shift down, that'll give you just the one block, which is nice. I like that as opposed to having to take the augment out altogether. I think it might be kind of neat if we use the granite there, so let's do that. We'll just kind of use the granite as a border, I think. I'm going to try to get a new trend going with my builds, and I really do want to try to make them look nice. A lot of times I go with function over form, and of course there's nothing wrong with that. But I think I'm getting to the point where I do want to try to make my builds look kind of pretty. And it's usually easier to do that as we go. Usually. Sometimes, if I have the ability to add some different kinds of mods, not enough wands, for instance, it's not as difficult to go back and fix stuff. That actually makes it pretty easy, so a lot of times that doesn't really matter. But not enough wands is not a thing in this pack. So that is not an option, and that being the case, it is usually much, much easier to fix stuff or to, just kind of keep in mind what your final project should look like and then try to do that as you go. Alright, so hopefully that will be enough for a resource miner. And let's just take a look real quick at what's going to be involved in a Tier 1 resource miner. Let's see, more of that litherite stuff, diode, interconnect. That's not going to be rough at all. That's actually going to be pretty simple. Let's, do I not have any of my climbing stuff on? Really? There we go. Some days it really gives me some trouble. And see, we've got several stacks of the glazed terracotta left, so I'm not terribly concerned with taking our crafter down. Let's see, let's head back to the base. And hopefully we can turn this off without much of a problem. There. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? I don't know why it gives me such a hard time sometimes. Alright, so let's clear the junk out here. I'm keeping those cookies for a little while. Remind me of the poor cookie monster that did not make it. So, let's start looking at that resource miner. Because we're going to need some mica, is the thing. Let's start with the diode. Now, that's just going to need some glass and some redstone. Not terribly difficult. And we're going to need a couple of those interconnects. What am I missing for that? Black concrete? Pull out one of our drums that has just a silly amount of water in it. And let's see what we can do about getting some concrete. I want black concrete. I don't know, I'm hurting for sand, huh? Well, I guess let's pull out a little bit of that cobble. Get ourselves some sand. We're not missing a whole lot. I don't need a whole bunch of it. Let's see. One of you guys. I think it's you. No, we'll turn this directly into sand. Yeah, there we go. No, where are you going? Are you going in where? What? Where you? Oh, okay. Hopefully that should just be going into our pool here. Make sure you're not going anywhere else. What's going on? Oh, I see what's happening. Well, that was unintended. Let's fix that real quick before... I must have dropped that or knocked that hopper down. That wasn't... Oh, you know what? I did rearrange some things over here. So there we go. That should be heading in there now. Interesting. Alright, so there we've got... That should be enough sand. To get us what we need here. That'll give us 8, 24. That should be plenty. So hopefully, I'm hoping at least. Now it looks like we'll have to add some stuff here. We'll figure that out later. The important thing is that it is there. That should, I'm thinking that should be enough to get those interconnects made. Ah, dang it. Got an interconnect. There we go. We just needed a few of those. There we go. A couple of interconnects. And we're going to need a lens. There we go. And that is pretty simple, it looks like. So I think we might have, oh no, I need to make more of these guys, that's right. And for that we need the crystals, which is this stuff. So what are we missing for that? Oh, actually, I think we may just be able to straight up make those. We might have enough. Oh, we barely have enough. But that's okay, because one of the things that we are going to get, and there's our resource miner. Excellent. One of the things that we're going to get from this resource miner, I believe, is in fact litherite. So we're going to need, here's this guy, and if I put this down, oh, interesting. Oh, I did not know that would happen. Well, let's head back over. It may not have told me what it needed because I'm really certain that it needs to be able to see the bedrock. Well, let's try this again. Now let's see, the center view should be roughly right here. Which means the center of view should be about right here. There we go. Yeah, it needs to be able to see the bedrock. So we're going to need 24 structure blocks, 20 structure panels, 2 laser cores, and a clear laser lens. Interesting. Alright, so let's get to work on that stuff. And we are definitely going to need more of the crystal things that we just made. Let's see, I need to turn it on some way to get back up here. There we go. And you know, I think we might take a short break from doing that. I think what might be a smarter idea here really quickly is let's see what we can do about getting a wireless upgrade for this guy, for the ME system. So we're going to need one of these, which is going to need one of those. Should be able to make that. Oh yeah, make that no problem. So can I make one of these now, or do I need those? Oh no, I sure can. Okay. Made a few of those, just in case. We need an ME terminal. What am I missing for that? Nothing. That almost never happens. And a dense energy cell. Quartz glass. I don't know that I have any of that. And I actually need Certus quartz. I think I had some over here and some stuff I haven't sorted yet. There's some. I think we had more over here too. There it is. So in reality, we actually have plenty. Now, like I said, what I don't know is if I have enough of the quartz glass. That we might need to make more of. Oh yeah, we sure do. So how do we make quartz glass? Oh, that's not rough. That should actually be pretty easy. Oh, we need more glass. That shouldn't be too rough. Oh, that's right. I forgot I automated that a little bit. We just need to get some sand. And let's get you going in a furnace over here. Nice. See what else we needed here. We need one of these. What am I missing for that now? Everything? Really? That's going to need a lot of energy cells. That's interesting. It doesn't seem to want to do that for me automatically. Interesting. Oh, this thing. Unbelievable. Dense energy cell. Do I have a calculation processor? Got one there. Looks like it may be time Let's get a few more of those calculation. What are you made out of? That's the pure Certus quartz. And let's see if I can remember how to make you. Made from Certus quartz dust and sand. Okay. There we go. And let's just get a bunch of you crushed up. So I'm going to see if I can make this in one of the other machines that's not, how about the pulverizer here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, how are you doing? There's my glass. I need to make one more of those, it looks like. There we go. Let's see, what else did I need? We were making one of those, right? Oh, the calculation processor, that's right. Okay, so I've got one of those. And was it this? Oh, I must have had it upside down. There we go. Okay, so we've got a wireless one of these now. So I think we need to find a way to charge it. Ooh, something. We're using quite a bit of power, apparently. I did upgrade several of these machines. Let's see, I don't remember. We might need to make, like a security terminal. Devices not linked. Yeah, I think I need to make a security terminal. Let's see. There it is, ME security terminal. For that, we're going to need an ME chest. How hard is that going to be? Not terrible. Need a regular terminal. That might be a challenge. Yeah, we're going to need logic processor. Let's get some silicon. We need logic. Oh, we already made that. We need to put you over here. There we go. So that should get us our logic circuit here pretty quick. There we go. Logic processor. So let's see, we need that guy, which we need an annihilation core. So we're going to need to make another processor, it looks like. We're just waiting on that processor, which hopefully is done. I should be able to pop you in here now, and there's our terminal. And what else do we need for the chest? I think I've got the rest of that. So that, yep, sure did. There's our chest. And what are we missing for you? Ooh, an engineering processor. That's just going to be, I think we have some of those, believe it or not. Really? Let's get you in there real quick. So we are getting awful close to the, in fact, we're a little over the wrapping up point. So let's get this going here real quick. What am I missing? The 16K storage part. So we're going to need at least another engineering processor, which I think is this. Yeah. Let's see, 16K storage component. You're going to need 4 of those. My goodness. I tell you what, this is going to take a bit. So why don't we go ahead and take a break here and wrap things up. I know this is probably the worst wrapping up point ever. But I think we, in the next episode, will probably pick up very close to where we're going to leave off here. So let's go ahead and wrap up here. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode today. We will come back next time and finish up getting next security terminal crafted. And we will maybe try to work in another little bit or two for something to do next time. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.